Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're taking a look at a LEGO Minions Rise of Gru set number 75551, the brick-built Minions and their lair, with 876 pieces. This set retailed for $49.99 USD or $50, and it's a great looking set with some excellent Minion builds, some great figures, although I really wish we had brick heads as opposed to these like half brick heads, half kind of not designs, although we will be getting brick heads soon. Some of those pictures have leaked online. I'll take a look at this box real quick. It's pretty cool. I like the stylized art in the center, the side here, and then it's got a picture like the interior design for the Minions there. And on the back, we have a picture of what all the Minions look like on the inside because they're fully openable play features, and then a little graphic for how you can rebuild Kevin into Bob. Those two are interchangeable. I do think it's disappointing for a $50 set that they couldn't include just a couple of extra pieces so we could have all three Minions built at the same time. But, I mean, it is what it is. It's a pretty cool box, but let's take a look at that manual now and then move on to the build of the set. There are two instruction manuals included in the set. The first one has you build Stuart, and you get him in his pajamas right there. And the second one has you build Kevin and Bob. It starts off having you build Kevin, and then you can, at the end, take him apart and reconstruct him into Bob, which is pretty neat. And I'll be showing you both versions of that build. But now, these manuals, they don't have much in the way of advertisements. They just got a couple pictures of the sets that have not come out yet. I believe that these three are coming out at 2021. I do have this set. You'll see a review of that up quite soon. And then that's pretty much it for the manuals. So let's take a look at that build of the set. And here are both models all built up and they look great. And now you may be wondering, wait, why is there a third model here? So I, using some editing magic, was able to get all three of these Minions on the same screen. However, just a note, you cannot have all of them built at the same time. I just wanted to see what it would look like to have all three of them lined up together. And I think it looks quite nice. We're going to take a look at Stuart first, and then move on to Bob, and then take a look at Kevin finally. So without further ado, let's jump on in and take a look at the first Minion. Alright, and our first Minion is going to be Stuart here, and he looks fantastic. He's one of the one-eyed guys. Although first, we're going to take a look at the minifigure that comes with him. If anyone's not familiar with how the Minions characters work, they're comprised of several different pieces. Let's get you out of the way. And for you can separate the head, and then the arms come off as well. And then the eye also pops off. And so those are the main pieces for the Minion. The body piece has the legs attached. There's two holes for technic pin arms. This piece is pretty standard throughout the Minion's line, although this one has some very nice pajama printing on it. And then the arms are just plain blue with minifigure hands. We've seen this before in Mario sets, and I believe Nexo Knights. And those just slot and clip into place, and you can rotate the hands as you please. The head pieces do vary throughout the Minions. Some of them are taller than others. Like we have Stuart here, and he's got a very tall head. We'll take a look at him when we take a look at his Minion. Then that just clips onto the four studs there. Then you can attach the eye piece right there. You do get an extra one of those in the set. And there's some excellent top head printing right there. I do like that. And then you can just clip the fire hat on top as well. That's optional. The manual does tell you to, but you don't really have to. And that's what Stuart looks like. Very cool minifigure. But taking a look at the larger build, I'm very pleased with the way this came out, although the hands do look a little weird. I'm not a fan of the arms. You got some very nice feet, which can be wiggled around. I do like the trouser design, although I'm not a fan of his mouth expression, kind of an upset scared. I would have preferred something a little more happy or, not, terrified. And opening up in the back, you can actually twist something that makes his eyeballs spin around, which is pretty cool. I'll show you what the interior looks like soon. I do love the hair designs, and it's accurate to what his minifigure represents. And that looks really cool. In fact, everything here looks really similar. I do really like that. I do like the way the trousers go all the way around too. That's really cool. That's a lot of skin. I get it. It does look really nice though. That's pretty much all for the exterior design of this Minion though. It's a very basic and simple design. What you want to see is the inside. You can open this up by grabbing these two handles and pulling them, or just pulling it open. It doesn't really matter. And then there's a ton of space on the inside here, and you can actually fit a Minion inside, or you cannot close it with the Minion in. There's a bed that drops down here, which makes sense because Stuart's in his pajamas. You can have him sleep right there. And these are curtains or shutters, not quite sure what that is. There's his name up top, Stuart, and then a little sticker on here which allows you to twist the eye. There's a boomerang and a bolt quiver right there with a target. And there's a ton of stickers in these. Like, most of these pieces are stickers, unless they're like the standard prints on the bottom here. And everything here looks pretty cool. There's some speakers with some knobs up there, and then a really cool picture up there of, well, Is that the guy from the Minions movie? I don't remember. And then we have some kind of, was that a Vicious Six sticker? I think that's something from the new Minions movie. I don't really know too much about it, though. I'm mostly in this for the display of the Minions, because I love the Despicable Me movies. The bed can be raised up, and there's not too much else to say for the interior of Stuart. It's a pretty cool Minion. Definitely not my favorite, but still a pretty cool one nonetheless. Next up is going to be Bob, and we have a minifigure for him as well. This is an adorable guy with a little rice hat and a yellow jumpsuit, and we actually see two other Minions in this jumpsuit in one of the future sets, which I hope to get my hands on as soon as I possibly can. This guy has two different colored eyes, which match his larger scale model. No hair on the top of his head, although they do have you put a rice hat on him. And pulling off his face, you can get a better look at his orange jumpsuit. It's got a tiny bit of neck printing right there. The rest of it is just solid orange with some black stripes on the hands and the arms. And I think that looks really cool. It works, and it's definitely a unique outfit. And I'm glad. I'm mixed opinions on it. I really, really like the Minions in their blue outfits, and I'm a little disappointed I can't mass produce those. But at the same time, I really appreciate the alternate prints and alternate designs. I can't wait for them to come out with something that allows me just to get like a bunch of cheap guys in these suits. I think there's a poly bag like that, and that'll be really nice because I'll get like 5 or 6 of those. That's all I got to say for this minifigure. Definitely my second favorite in the set. The Bob character itself can be rebuilt into Stuart, which I'll show you in just a second. The character has a large problem with the hands. The hands look way too large for the character itself. Suffers from the same problem that Stuart did. Did I say this could be rebuilt into Stuart? I meant this could be rebuilt into Kevin. I'm sorry. Like I said, these names are... I've had to redo so many takes because I keep mispronouncing and missaying the names. So I'm just gonna roll with it for now. I apologize if I mess up the names. This is Stuart. This is Bob. And then this is Kevin. And you can rebuild Bob into a larger version of Kevin. If I mess up the names in the future, I do apologize. The exterior design here is pretty much the same as the last guy we took a look at, although I love this mouth print so much more, and you can open him up, and you can actually twist both of his eyes at the exact same time. It does look, if you put them on slightly alternate paths with the Technic gears, you get some really crazy spinny designs, and I did knock off, ooh, that's going to be rough to put on. All right, so there's supposed to be a bust back there, but I just pushed it off by accident, and that's stuck in there. Okay, well, we got that back there. We got 2 stickers. We got a whole ton of weapons. Fits with this whole, like, that karate outfit or something. Got some leaves and plants everywhere, some drawers, and I'm missing a piece right there. I'm not sure where I put that. And then we have some vials and everything. It's a much simpler build than the last guy we took a look at, I think, because size and everything. But I really appreciate the weapons and, like, the... is this, like, a training thing or something? And then there are all the gears. And when you spin this, they all rotate. And that's the eyes spin around. And let me show you all the extra pieces we have left over when you build this guy. There's quite a sizable amount of extra pieces. And that's unfortunate, but it's only to be expected considering the size of this guy compared to the size of what he rebuilds into. And speaking of Kevin, let's take a look at Kevin. All right, and here's the final Minion, and it's Stuart. And his minifigure is actually my favorite, so let's take a look at that now. This character uses the traditional Minions overalls piece, and that looks great. He's built pretty much identically to all the other characters, although he does have 2 eyes on a taller headpiece with this weird kind of modified flower stem or carrot top that you can fit flowers on and everything, but that's his hairpiece. And he does actually come with an alternate hat. You can give him this foreman's cap so you can boss the other Minions around, because I guess he's really good at that. But I personally prefer him with the hairpiece because it does match his Minion counterpart, as you'll see later. There's some really nice overall and button printing there, and on the back it's pretty much just plain blue, and those arms do come off like the previous Minions. Definitely my favorite minifigure, and I'm very glad to get him here. All right, and here's the Minion itself, and its arms are massive. Again, my least favorite part about all these characters are their arms. That just doesn't look right. And the hands just kind of funky, but everything else is really great. We have 2 eyes here that do spin around at the same time. You make him roll his eyes at you. These ones are synchronized much better than, was it Bob? Was it Bob? No, yeah, it would have been Bob, because his were moving all over the place. I love the way they do, like, the overall pocket and the buttons there. It looks great. Nice smile. The gaps on the side are a bit awkward, but unavoidable. The hairpiece up top using one of those dead bush pieces from Minecraft is great. And then the black band continues all the way around to where you can open it up here. And you got a ton of stuff inside. We have a little tech spot where you can have a guy stand right there. And it's a little bit of a tight fit. And again, you can close this one with him inside. Actually, I did not know that. I do believe he's the only one you can do that with, though. I'm going to test and see. Let's bring this guy back because I'm curious now because I didn't think that was possible. What if I put him here? You can kind of do it. It might be better with the smaller statue Minion. Let's try that. Okay, actually, I was wrong before. You can close all of the characters inside their respective Minion vessels. Did not know that. I wish I still had Bob built so I could try that with him. But let's get back to what's inside here. We have a little steering wheel up there, a banana, a wrench, a little bottle of something, and the speaker down here. That looks really, really cool. And we have some great prints of this, was this like a dial and gauges thing with one of those cash register pieces, a crowbar, a fire extinguisher with a glowy base instead of a solid red one. Then a sticker up here that says, I think I put that on sideways, oops. It says TP69 and then a bunch of initials, some random numbers. Not sure what any of that means. Maybe we'll find out in the movie. And then all four of these pieces are prints. They look really nice. Then all of these are stickers. And there's some really cute ones like the fart gun, the rocket ship, the enlarging potion, some kind of rocket ship there, Minion, the unstoppable bike chase, another Minion. Then is that one of the other Minions? We'll get him in one of the other sets if those ever come out. And then there's Bob's name at the top here. I put the wrong sticker on there. That should be a different one. Speaking of different pieces, these are all the pieces we get extra from this particular build. And Kevin should be up there. I think I messed up every single one of their names. That is my bad. I said at the beginning of this review that I'm terrible with Minion names, and that is true. Who's in this one? Stuart is in here. So yeah, this is Kevin, not Stuart. I'm sorry. So just imagine that Kevin's nameplate is up there instead of Bob's. And that's pretty much all I have to say for this model. It's definitely probably my second favorite. If I had to rank them, I'd say that this guy is... Bob is my favorite. Then this guy, Kevin, and then Stuart. That would definitely be the ranking order. But that's all I got for these guys. So let's move on to the final verdict. All right, and now it's time for the final verdict. And overall, I'm going to have to give this set a solid 6 out of 10. So like I'll give it a B. I really enjoy it for what it is, although I'm not a fan of the middle minion. I'm terrible with the names. I believe that is Stuart. I'm not a fan of Stuart's mouth. I wish they gave us an alternate print for that, because I really don't like how it's upset and kind of... I know you can switch around the mouths and everything, maybe give him Bob's mouth or something, but I don't like the upset expression. Their hands are a little wonky, and so are the arms. However, they are really cute and good for display. And I do like how they added the whole play features inside for little kids and everything. I think that's quite nice. However, the huge downfall is, why couldn't there have been 3 minions in the set? We have a significant amount of extra pieces, enough that it really wouldn't have affected much. I mean, give us a $5 price increase to the set maybe, and just add a couple extra bricks so you can have all 3 minions. That's what's really dragging the set down, because I hate that you can only have 2 of the 3 main characters. I'm probably going to look around and see if I can find pieces to create, maybe bricks and pieces them or something. I mean, it's not going to be that complicated, I guess, but this is a pretty good set. I would recommend it. Build your 2 favorites and everything. I mean, you could definitely have both Bob and Kevin at the same time. You just have to take apart Stuart. It'd be a little complicated, but I think you could do it. But that's really all I have to say for this set, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to comment down below which minions are your favorite, and if you're excited for the new movie, because I know I am. It's my guilty pleasure. And make sure to let me know what other sets you want to see reviewed. That's all I got today, though. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the very next video, and I want you all to have a fantastic and safe day.